Hey YouTube, back with a ship with me video. So this week I'll probably just do one video for shipping because I sold quite a bit. I think back to school season is coming up, so people are finally starting to like ramp up what they're buying. First thing that sold over the past couple days is this Theory top, one shoulder. I believe I got this from the Salvation Army for a couple of dollars, and this sold for 20 bucks. Theory is not a brand that I actually do well with, even if it's a nice piece. Like, that was a very nice piece and it sat for quite a while, so I'm fairly selective on the Theory that I pick up nowadays, even though it retails for such a high price. Next thing that I sold is a piece of jewelry. I sold this Madewell necklace for $15. That was a necklace that was part of my own jewelry collection that I cleaned out because I just don't really wear jewelry very much. And so the cost of goods for that for me was $0, so I will take a $15 sale. The next thing that I sold is a scarf. I picked up this scarf. I'll post a picture of my listing picture on the side here. The scarf was from the Goodwill bin, so it really probably only cost me like $1, if that. And I sold it for $17. It's a pashmina scarf. Picking up this is a trick that my mom taught me, picking up the scarves that are branded at the bins is always a good idea because they cost $0 and people buy them. I just started doing that. All right, next we have a Skims swimsuit top that I sold for $19. And if you can't tell, I recently did a big closet and jewelry and all of my stuff clean out. This is the Skims top in this nice brown color. This was mine, doesn't fit me anymore because I am breastfeeding, and so it's going to go to a new home and somebody is going to love it more than I do for $19. I have this cashmere long sleeve zip up cable knit, literally gorgeous sweater. It's by Sutton Studio, but brand is really it doesn't really matter when it comes to the cashmere sweaters. These used to fetch a lot higher of a price than they do now. I sold this one for $19. I probably could have held out for the winter and made a bit more money on it, but I'll take the $19 just to move it out of my inventory. I don't have the most storage space where I am, so I am not super focused on like the long-term hold on to an object or a piece of clothing or whatever it is that I'm selling and try to hold out for the most money. I'll essentially like accept whatever offer as long as it's reasonable and I'm making some kind of profit off of it. All right. Next thing I sold is this Victoria's Secret lingerie. I sold this for $19. It's so cute. It's embroidered, it's new, never worn. I got this with the tags on it. The tags are not on it anymore, but it's still never worn. It was a $19 sale. I do pretty well with lingerie when it comes to Poshmark. I think lingerie is one of those things that are really expensive, brand new, so people often go to the secondhand market for it. When it's like an underwear lingerie, I don't do as well, but if it's like a bra or a bustier piece or like a slip dress, chemise, anything like that, it tends to do well for me. So that's, and if I pick it up at the bins, it costs me like nothing. So I will typically do that. All right. The next thing that I sold is this hat. This hat sold for $19. It has like a wire in it. It's Western. A lot of these are being sold at Urban Outfitters now, the straw hats. So when I can find these for cheap, I like to pick them up. This sold for $24. I sold this Ralph Lauren tote bag. It is not perfect. It definitely has flaws. The bottom is a little bit dirty. The inside of the Ralph Lauren embroidery is also stained. But I think I said in my last video, I sell flawed things all of the time. And I just disclose the flaws and people still buy the things that are flawed. I just sell them for a price according to what the flaw is. So this, I think I paid $5 at Salvation Army on a half off tag day, and this sold for $17. I feel like Ralph Lauren is really having like a moment right now. People are really liking the preppy, like thicker knit sweaters, and also the vintage Ralph Lauren, like 100% silk tends to do really well. So that is a brand that I've been picking up more and more recently. The next thing that I sold is this Vuori romper. Vuori, I'm sure you know if you even resell a little bit, has been flying off the shelves. This sold for $32 very quickly, like in a week. I had it listed for higher. Somebody sent me a low offer. I countered, and we kind of met in the middle. So as long as it's a fast sale, like I said, I'm more into moving inventory out of my closet than holding on to things and hoping that I get a higher price at some point, just to free up some space. I'm not going to open this whole thing up. It's gorgeous. It's vintage. I got it from a garage sale for $8. I sold this for, let's see. I sold this set for $32. It's a lace lingerie, another set of lingerie, like a little lingerie dress with the underwear, and then also a little robe that goes with it. The woman who I bought this from at the garage sale said that her sister wore it for her wedding, and she was an older individual. The tag is also very clearly vintage on it, and it's so gorgeous. I think whoever purchased that is going to be very happy with it. I sold a couple of bundles also. So I sold this Zara knit top from the Goodwill bins. So this is super light. It probably cost me like nothing. And I also sold this long sleeve bell flutter floral pleated top by the brand The Corner. That's what the brand looks like. This has been sitting for a while, but I got this from actually Habitat for Humanity for a couple of dollars. That bundle sold for $26. I sold one pair of shoes this week. I haven't been listing too many shoes because I just don't have the storage space for it. But I sold these fries that you probably saw in my last haul video. I don't know if I listed these too low, but the comps were kind of all over the place. So I listed them for about $70, I think $69. Somebody liked them. My automatic offers to likers sent out an offer, and they sold in a couple of minutes for $64. So I probably did price them too low. I mean, they're in like immaculate condition, and they're black, which is always sought after. So I don't know, but I'm just happy that they moved quickly. I sold another bundle of a bathing suit bikini top, a Aritzia Community sports bra from the bins. Community is one of the lines that are sold at Aritzia. A Lululemon Like a Cloud sports bra from my own closet that I cleaned out. And this Free People, I believe it's linen long dress. Again, this is an item that had a flaw on it. It was missing one of the buttons, and the buttons are kind of like essential to the dress. So I ended up having to adjust the price point because of that. It's a gorgeous Free People dress and probably would have fetched quite a bit more money if it didn't have that flaw, but I didn't notice it when I was sourcing. I probably wouldn't have picked it up if I did notice it. And it's fine because I still ended up selling it in a bundle for $50. So I will take that sale. A couple more items. I sold this Athleta short sleeve top that I got from an estate sale. I think this is actually in my most recent haul video. This sold really quickly for $20. Athleta either sits for a long time for me or sells right away. I can't figure out the science behind it. I don't know. But that one was a very quick Athleta flip. And on the other hand, my next sale was not a very quick Athleta flip. I sold these black Athleta jogger pants for $24. They're really nice. I guess they're just not like a sought after style from Athleta. They're so soft also. Yeah, like I said, they sold for $24, but they did sit for quite a while, so I was happy to get them gone. I had 2 eBay sales. First is this piece of jewelry. I sold this Kate Spade bracelet that was from my own jewelry box. This sold for $15. I also picked up at Goodwill a set of, somebody donated like a whole bunch of really high quality vintage art supplies, and I picked up this set of pastels from that lot. And this whole set, I just kind of laid them out, opened them, listed them. Some of them are broken, some of them are unused. I just listed them all together. And this whole set sold pretty quickly, actually, for $30. So I would do that again. I paid like $5 for all of them. They were like $1 a piece, and there's 5 of them. So I believe that is all my sales for right now, and I will see you in the next sales video.